go?
What do you want me to do?
We're live. So say hi.
Hello.
Welcome to Sallie House, guys. We just got started. We got two broadcasts going, one on Facebook, and then we're just broadcasting from a mobile spot, which is my phone, on YouTube. And we just pretty much got in here. Brant's taking a camera upstairs where a lot of the activity is at. So, Sallie, Jesse, we had some couple of interviews today, which were good. Let's move in here for a minute. So, a couple of the interviews that we had were people that just kind of stopped by when they saw us, and another one was a guy that's lived across the street for over 15 years at the Glick Mansion. Now, I went to college right down the street at Benedictine, and I've ran past this house a lot, multiple times, and I've always wanted to come into the house, and I never could. But tonight's that night. We're all here to kind of ask some questions and take a little new tactics. We even brought a magic 8-ball with us to see if Sallie will want to play the 8-ball game. So, and we're gonna take that downstairs as well. But, just so you know the history on the house, let's go over that a little bit. Why is Sallie House important? Why is Sallie a phenomenon? Why do people talk about it? Why is it one of the most scary houses in the world, or scary houses in at least Kansas for that matter of fact? The town of Atchison is actually pretty haunted itself, and Sallie rose to fame after a couple of investigations happened. One from a West Coast investigation and one from a Midwest investigation where they were investigating one man who had a paranormal activity. And that paranormal activity was actually with a person named that had scratches, which is why we know it as the Scratch House. And if you've seen other paranormal documentaries, what they have said was that if you're a male, you get scratched in the house. Well, right now, I don't have any scratches at all, and I don't know if you guys have any scratches. We've been here pretty much since 3. Jesse, do you have any scratches?
I'm only on my back.
So, what do you think as far as, let's go in here where Sallie originally passed away. What do you think as far as it goes with Sallie passing away and the multiple stories there are?
Well, most of them focus on her. What was she? She was either 6 or 7. There's a couple different stories. Some even say that she was a grown woman, but 6 or 7, coming in here with appendicitis. The doctor needing to work on, what was his last name? Kenny?
Yeah, something like that.
Needing to work on her immediately because he thought her appendix was in a burst. Wasn't able to wait for the anesthesia to kick in and cut her open. I guess supposedly she woke up, freaked out, and ended up dying on the table.
That would suck. That would actually suck. And that would make you really mad at the person that is doing the operating on it.
And that's why some people think that maybe she's demonic because she thought it was so horrific and thought maybe the guy was actually trying to hurt her instead of, because when you wake up, because from my understanding it did kick in a little bit, but then she woke up in the middle of the process. So then you're just, what would you be thinking, right? Imagine the times when you wake up and you're just freaked out for nothing because you had a bad dream or whatever, your body's actually open.
100 years ago when this happened, over 100 years ago when this happened, the tools that you used for surgery were pretty barbaric too.
Yes.
They weren't like top of the line tools. So, and he operated in this little kitchen. It's crazy. No, you're fine. It's crazy. So when you see it, this is pretty much what the setup was look like. All this new vinyl wasn't here, but the table was there and the couches and, down here in the creepy cellar, and we'll talk about that in a little bit. But this is pretty much where she passed away, and it's kind of crazy to think that that's how home medicine was back in the day. Home medicine back in the day was, that your neighborhood doctor. You go to the doctor's house if there's an issue. And that's the crazy thing about it. So I'm excited to see if we find anything in this room and what we can find. But, so she passed away. Now, when we were talking to the owner of the Glick Mansion, he did tell us that there are a couple of things that are said to be different as far as people's opinions, whether there's ghosts or not go. And those things are, Sallie's not really the evil one, it's the other spirit that is evil.
They say that, potentially 2 spirits. Potentially 2 spirits, maybe the adult one being the evil one and the child being the non-evil one. But didn't you say before, though, that there's not that this is conclusive, but demons typically take the shape of children.
Yeah, because it lures you in. Like, children aren't, most children, unless you watch The Omen, aren't, evil. You know what I mean? They're pure of heart. They don't have all the the ambiguous thoughts that a lot of us have as we grow up.
Yeah, and it's like kind of part of the mythology around demons and demonic spirits.
So they take the shape of children and they possess weird things like dolls, which we got dolls upstairs. If you're afraid of dolls,
there's a lot of dolls. They're in a circle, and it's actually the last time I walked up there, it was creepier than it was earlier. I'm not gonna lie, because earlier I walked up there, it was like, oh, this is nothing. What? But then a second ago, I was like, this does feel a little different.
So what we got upstairs is Tim hooked up the Kinect, and what's the Kinect do, Tim?
It maps any figures or anybody who will walk in front of it. So if somebody was to walk there that we can't see with our eyes, it will map that person so we can record it.
Which is awesome. Which is actually really exciting because you can actually see the figurines. We were messing with it earlier during the day. You would see it map Jesse, and then you would see it map something right next to him. And it took us like 5 minutes to figure out it was actually mapping like the toy horse.
Well, we never actually got it to do. We only got it to do the one anomaly one time.
One time, yeah.
And we could not recreate it because we were trying to. I try to debunk as much as I can, and we tried to debunk that. We couldn't figure it out. So we're going to play around some more during the night.
And we'll also upload videos as we're going too. I did capture a growl in the basement, or what we think is a growl in the basement, and that's kind of crazy. So as far as the EVP sessions go, let's do some of those. You want to grab the EMS detector out?
Yep.
So electromagnetic field detector.
When we were in the basement earlier, didn't they have like a little area where they were doing? Because we went in that hole.
Yes.
You guys went in that hole. Wasn't there like some kind of seance stuff in there? There was like some wrapped up stuff.
It looked like it, yeah. So normally, like when people do seances, they wrap stuff and then they go a little bit crazy with it. And so there was something that looked like it. I didn't want to touch it.
Maybe it's just decoy stuff. I have no idea.
Brant
but
was all over touching it.
It is in the hole in the wall down there that you have to crawl into, with all the different weeds and stuff that's back in there. So that was kind of weird.
So this is what we're going to go down into here in a minute. And it's pretty dark. So we were down here earlier.
It's a nice place.
And it is nice. It smells a little bit moldy, but that's okay. I don't mind the mold. Grab that flashlight. I don't mind the mold, but I'm gonna walk down here with you guys, and this is how dark it is. And then when Jesse and them come join us here in a couple minutes, you'll get some light. Shut the AC off. All right. We had the AC running during the day because it was crazy hot. All right. So here you go. Let's play a little game and see if we can capture anything down here. There's a creepy little ball.
Well, the floor is not even either. So that ball rolls around on its own.
Yeah, I mean no floor is ever even, but at the same time, it's a creepy basement. So here's the.
Yeah, right there.
So if you look back, here's where they say there's a portal. Like all the way back up in here. And the crazy thing about this is, when you go back in here, this was actually a tunnel to another house. There's a tunnel that goes all the way back through here to another house, and it's been blocked off since then. But people say there's actually a and there's that wrapping we were talking about. People say there's actually a portal for ghosts in here. And Zach Bacon with Ghost Adventures thought that they caught that. So now you can see what it kind of looks like in the IR and what Timmy's seeing. You get the EMF detector? All right, let's
Yeah, so basically we're recording.
So you're seeing blackness right now, and we're gonna go. Oh, here, take the flashlight.
You want the flashlight back on?
No, So we got the EMF detector out, and I'm gonna set it. It is not beeping right now, and you can see the light on it right there. So if there's anything down here in the basement that wants to communicate with us, can you make the EMF detector beep? Sallie, if you're here and you're just an innocent girl, who else is here with you? Let's just walk back here a little bit. I can't see anything. So all the guys are standing over here right now. And and I can't see anything, but I want to see if we can capture anything down here in the basement, because this was a main spot to where everybody was catching stuff. That's going to be the piping.
That's the thing. You have to definitely hold it low because some of the stuff will get false positives. Now this is where on Ghost
Maybe
Hunters,
hold it
on
off.
Ghost Hunters, it was just right over here where the person was scratched, right?
Yep, it was right over here in this corner. Can you scratch us?
Preferably Chris. We're hoping if anything bad happens, that it happens to Chris. Now, no offense to Chris.
Well, wouldn't it need to be over here in this portal?
You can be wherever it wants to be, Chris. But if anything bad happens,
No, I lay down on the pentagram. Yeah, I'll lay down on the pentagram.
Do you feel anything?
no. But that did go off randomly, and I'm not standing next to anything. Nothing else is near me.
It has not gone off yet. Are you messing with Jesse?
That's it, pentagram.
I certainly didn't move. And
Right when you said pentagram, it started going off. That's crazy.
It is
Can
random
you-
because it usually goes off when we're next to something,
Let me see
not
it.
just randomly.
Oh, my camera just died.
Your camera's dead?
Yeah.
I don't see anything there.
So his camera just died. It's crazy how
we
fast
have
our.
it- do
You
we
know what's
have it
crazy
mounted
is
at
our
all?
batteries have been dying so fast today, because you've charged that battery twice now.
Yeah,
It's
Twice.
twice.
2 different
We've
batteries.
charged 2 different batteries twice, and they both have died. Can you use that energy to communicate with us?
And nothing is on down here.
Make this go off.
That's
I'm
not.
sure that's Brant.
That's not.
The guy next door, so there's 2 ghosts in the
No,
house,
he
right?
might have been locked outside.
So can the second guy
You guys are
make this
ridiculous.
go off?
I hope so. But what's over here then? So we need to look around more in this area because there was something that caused it to go off, but we weren't moving. Which it does go off around any kind of electrical.
It's electrical magnetic fields. That's what
Yes.
it's detecting.
Because we would get false positives upstairs, but I hadn't got it in that area before.
So take it over.
It's weird. 'Cause
Tim, you need to work on your tan.
Thanks, man.
No, that's not from me. That's from somebody watching.
Trophy.
You're a little pasty. You're a little pasty.
It's not his wife that said it, is it?
So what that means is you're getting a lot of pickup. Can you communicate with us? Beep twice.
Now, does the camera interfere with that at all?
Yeah,
Does-
back up a little bit.
No.
It wasn't that. I just wanted to check to see if it was a camera.
I mean, that's not gonna put off that.
Well, I don't know.
I mean, there's no reason for it. Can you beep it twice if you can understand us?
Shit. There's 2. Who's down here with us? Is it Sallie? Or is it the other ghost that people talk about? If you
Are you good or bad entity? Beep once for good, twice for bad.
do you want us out of here? Beep.
That's Chris. Debunked sound right there. It's Chris coming down the stairs.
Well, it doesn't mean he's
Okay.
not. It doesn't mean
Okay,
he's not a
so,
demon.
Chris, I want to catch you up real quick. So what's going on is this has been going on and off, and it's kind of been intelligently answering some of our questions.
Okay.
So it's actually kind of cool.
Can you make a stop?
Did somebody place a tracker inside Tim's belly?
It has like a dollar sound too. It's
Yeah.
like,
Here, hold this, Jesse.
We should have checked the walls and anything
Maybe
else.
it's detecting my evil.
Well, it's all concrete though. I mean, it's
Yeah,
rock.
but I'm just
This
saying,
is
like,
a
we
rock-
should have, because we were down here earlier. I didn't catch
It didn't
it.
do this earlier down
Oh,
here.
you wanted to catch it over
We
here?
brought this down here earlier. It was not doing
It's
this.
just right here. Because there's nothing up here, around.
Okay. So I got her a magic 8-ball. Can you use?
He said yes for 2.
That's not good.
I'm sure you guys are fine.
Beep again if that's the one beep if you're the second entity, not Sally.
Yeah, they're saying Sean's saying, hey, check the pipes above. But we had it down low and it was still going off.
There's no.
There was still going off down.
This pipe here.
See now that up there, but it was happening right where I'm at, and there was nothing above me over here.
There's nothing over here.
There's nothing over here. So I can
Yeah.
swoop it. And it's not going off.
So come, Tim, sit down.
But
in
it
that
was-
chair right there. We're
But it
gonna
was
ask-
basically waist high earlier.
We're gonna ask the 8-ball a magical question.
Okay.
I'll have to go sit back in my
Okay.
portal over here.
Okay, Chris. Hey, you go over there. Entities, if you're here, please scratch Chris. And if you can scratch Chris 3 times if you're bad, and only 2 times if you're good.
Right.
Okay, so here we go. If you're a bad entity, I want you to make it say yes on the 8-ball. You may rely on it.
I don't know if I trust 8-balls.
I
But
don't either, but it's pretty
I
funny.
only got 1 scratch. No, I'm just kidding.
Okay,
No scratches.
my sources say otherwise. My sources say no.
see now it's not going back off, but just over here, and there's nothing over here
Let me see real quick, Tim.
because we were away from.
Okay, that makes
But I
sense.
wasn't. I was not sitting next to
No,
that
I
though.
know.
I was
And
because I was.
This all makes sense. I'm on it. You see, pull up here, Jesse. You see this dirty ass pipe?
Yeah.
There's nothing here. Well, there's.
Okay, finally went off. But yeah, I wasn't anywhere up there.
We're standing here.
I was in the middle of this section and it was going off. So we have to get it to recreate that to.
So, and
Just
that
to
makes sense. Going off up here makes sense, but here it doesn't make sense because you're not close enough for it to go off.
Yeah, and I was like probably right in this area.
So, I think we're gonna catch some good stuff down here. Your camera's died twice. That's interesting.
Chris
Let's
is
go-
Chris is still alive though.
Chris still left. Chris, we're gonna leave you
Well,
down
I'm
here.
halfway between worlds.
So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go upstairs right now and we're gonna check on Sally's room. But we're gonna leave Chris down here by himself. Chris, hang out here for a
They're
couple
asking
minutes.
they're asking what the temperature in the room is like. I'm guessing.
Pretty warm.
Yeah, it feels like it's probably between
haven't
70 to 75 degrees.
That's not
It's a
good.
little humid down here.
You can see I have no goosebumps. I have nothing, you know. So I don't. It's kind of. I haven't felt any cold spots. Like a lot of
No.
things you hear is like, oh, did you feel that? You know, did you hear that? Or I mean, we haven't. The only thing I heard down here was a growl.
Your face is pretty dark right now because there's no light.
Okay, here we go.
That's all.
Spooky.
Yes, that's perfect.
So
I'm the leprechaun.
earlier today, I heard a growl. But no, actually,
growl down
But today, before I was leaving, I was testing out the IR on the camera, and I heard a growl down here, and it gave me a little bit of chills.
And the air conditioning was not on.
No,
there was
there was
nothing on the
nothing. There was
house.
nothing on the
I was
house.
not down here with them.
Got
See-
battery back. A little bit of battery back now. So we'll see on
And so you can see what it's reading, like on a scale of 0. And that's just
Well, that
because-
could be
I'm
because of the
looking at it.
camera,
No, I know.
but
But
when it went off a second ago, when it was just at waist high, there was nothing that was close to it.
my belt buckle.
Because I mean,
Feel anything?
No, it's about the same temperature on both sides.
So
You want me to?
we're gonna leave the 8-ball
I
right
don't know if
there,
it lasts, the battery's like
where they drew the pentagram. We'll leave it there and see if it moves at all.
pretty rocky in
And
there.
I have it set on the. You know how the
And-
8-balls have the flat part?
and that was the information, right? There was originally a pentagram on the
Yes.
ground right there
Correct.
that
And-
was painted over or something.
Yes, and so what I did was I put on the flat part of the 8-ball so it can't roll. Or if it does roll, I mean,
Yeah, the ball definitely rolls because the ground
ground's
is
not
screwed up
moving.
because we were doing that earlier, and it wants to run away. So it's not as conclusive.
no. So let's go up to Sally's. Let's go up to Sally's room. Can you give that to me? All right.
You want this back? I bet you.
Yeah. There you go. Carry the EMF detector with you.
Yeah.
All right. So, hey Chris.
Yeah. You good?
Hey, Chris. I can.
Probably something up
do
here.
you want the EMF detector just for good luck?
For good luck? Is it good luck?
Actually, it'd probably freak you out even worse. Like you're sitting there like not feeling anything.
So Tim's filming us on the outside camera because we're gonna make a documentary out of this, and we'll have the full investigation live. But this is our command center. Get everything set up here. And when we first came into Sallie's house, the creepiest thing was they brought this. You walk into the door and you see the creepiest baby
in like an old school carriage
in
for it.
an old school carriage.
I mean, I have no idea what that year that's from. But
And I want to see. You know what I want to see? I want to see this ball move.
the balloon. Sometimes it
The
does,
balloon.
but it's kind of.
But I want to see it like pick up and move.
Oh, if it picked up and moved, then.
Okay, so we got the Kinect upstairs. Let's go. So this is when Zach Bagans and the Ghost Adventure guys were mapping the house. When anybody comes to Sallie's house, they always get afraid and they're always scared that of these stairs. So I always wanted to go in the stairs. So what we're gonna do in a couple minutes is I'm gonna kick everybody out of the house and I'm gonna jump in here by myself. And we're gonna see if we can catch anything. Cause maybe she's intimidated because there's 5 males in here. So maybe that's it. All right, so here we have the Kinect hooked up. And then we're gonna go and cut this off for a minute.
We're both Matt.
I can't read what that just said. I missed it. Okay, so here's what we were talking about with the toys. And this is like the scary part of the toys that's going on. Heads up, Jesse. You're fine. So the scariest part is like the Ghost Adventure guys actually got the toys to move, which was pretty impressive. And we have a camera behind Jesse that's shooting down the stairs. That's all the way up here, and it's going all the way down the stairs. There's Brant. That's nobody but Brant. So it's going down the stairs where they felt a lot of energy. And so right now I haven't felt too much. I got a little cold spot earlier in the day, but what I want to do is see if these toys will move.
You want a little more light?
I got it. Sallie, if you're here, can you move the toys? Sallie, Jesse brought Coney and the Barbarian here just for you. Just set it in the middle. There's nothing there.
There's probably something underneath it though, because it went right off as soon as it touched the floor.
Okay. Well, this is Sallie's room. It's not going off now.
That's true.
It could have went off because your flashlight you're holding, but you know. Sallie, can you make the EMF detector beep? That's awesome, Sallie. Can you make it beep again if you can talk with us? Sallie, Jesse has a little girl. Can you connect with Jesse? Jesse, try asking her a question.
Oh, I was going to do that later. All by myself in here.
Sallie, can you make the EMF detector beep again? We're going to debunk those steps behind us.
We're gonna what?
I was debunking your noise.
Oh.
So people didn't think they heard steps coming up. Sallie, can you make the ball move? Here you go. Hold this. Hey, hold this down, Jesse. Tim, can you map me right now?
No, yeah, we found out from the.
Okay. Can you map me now?
Where's Chris standing?
Chris that's Brant standing behind me. Brant standing behind me holding the camera.
Yep, I got you. You're Matt. Brent's map behind the door.
So right now we're recording on the we're using the Kinect to record on this computer. We'll show you guys that in a minute. We'll show you what it looks like when something's mapped on the camera. Sallie, can you come join me?
Where's Brant?
He's at the door. Sallie, I've got the EMF detector in my hand again. Can you please make it beep? That's a weird feeling.
Where's Matt? This is Brant.
Sallie, these toys are pretty. Is pink your favorite color? Let's go in the other room. So see, let's stay here. Keep asking questions because it's recording off that, and this one's streaming live right now too. So this one's still going. We're still going on live Facebook, right, Brant? Okay, so that computer's still recording Sallie's room. So Tim, go ahead and ask some questions, and then let's just walk around. Let's go into the parents' bedroom. Obviously, you know, if anybody needs to go to the restroom, there's one right here. It's definitely ready for use. We have not used this restroom yet.
Where's Brant? I'm hanging by the way.
If there's a second entity in here that is messing with Sallie, that is not acceptable. Can you come touch me?
Where?
I'm right here. Don't be scared. I heard you like to scratch people. None of us have been scratched yet. We've been here all day.
So weird. Where's that napkin at? Jesse, walk back over here for me.
You've been summoned.
You want to hold on to this for a second?
I got it, yeah.
Just
So we haven't got any luck in this room yet. This is where the parents stayed at. There's another guest bedroom, Brant. Let's go ahead and go to that guest bedroom as well. And let's see if we can get something in there.
Right there on the door. So there's a map on the door. You're touching it.
I see. But I haven't seen it happen before.
That's the creepiest, like, little
Is there a flash?
wicker, like, hair getting ready area.
Yeah, it's really cool.
To the second entity. Can you put baby in the corner?
And it's not a reflection of me, right? Because look at it. No, look, my arms are just in front of me.
No, it's still standing.
And it's picking up something, but what is it picking up? Is there some kind of a,
Sallie, are you here?
the only thing we had, is it recording?
Yes.
So what I want to do now, let's go back in here because they're obviously getting some action in Sally's room. Sally's room has always been like the point of contention and to where the Ghost Adventures actually got a lot of their material from. And if you kind of Google around, a lot of videos that will pop up actually got one of the guys was provoking the entity here. He was actually yelling at Sallie, which Sallie may not even be the bad entity. And they were provoking it, so, and they've got Jesus and stuff. So we're gonna actually use a spirit box here in a couple minutes to see if we can get any voices through the spirit box. But for right now, let's see if we can get anything with the EMF detector. Back in this room again.
We have something mapped in here, right here next to
Oh, it went away. It went away. Rise map. Oh, it's back.
It's back.
Yeah, the only, but it's a mapped person on the, like, right in front of this door. Which is the first time we've had that happen.
If that entity is in here, please communicate with us. I'm gonna set this down again on Conan the Barbarian.
I think it's picking up something out there, reflection. Because it's.
What would it be reflecting though?
And it wasn't me, it wasn't a reflective image of me.
Where's the spirit box at?
Oh, it's just. Oh, you. Just all went away with Jesse's map.
Well, I stepped in front of it.
So,
I just shined a light in front of it. So I did. Where's the spirit box at?
Downstairs, we have to sweep the after water first. Because you said doesn't make it watch the Kinect the whole time.
Yeah,
I don't know how this works.
I got it. I'll be careful. Here, you take this. Cool, thanks.
Okay, so Jesse, try to get Matt again. So walk in front of the Kinect. Okay, stop. Your map.
My map.
Your map. So whatever was there,
Whatever was here?
it's not mapping.
Here, let me see that real quick, Brant.
There's
I wanna
also-
show them what we're
Brant,
mapping.
that was Brant the whole time.
All right. Cool. So let's go check out and see what they're mapping.
So you got Jesse coming in.
So here's what we're looking at right now.
It was right on the door the whole time.
It was like right here.
Yeah. Then when Matt walked in front of it, it went away.
And what was weird is if I reached for it, at least in the mapping,
It came back.
if I reached for it, it like moved.
Mhm.
Like it affected whatever it was, whatever kind of anomaly it was.
Right.
Sallie, can you come say hi? Okay. Did you see that?
What was that? Is anybody running the hallway? Is it, oh,
Okay.
Was that okay?
That about scared the shit out of me.
because it was fast too. It was. Brent, actually move to your right, because you'll, or your left. I'm sorry, your opposite, because you'll be. See if you get connected. Just walk back and forth back there.
Keep walking back and forth, Brant.
That's weird. There it goes.
Then-
Okay, I picked him up.
Okay. But that I didn't look like that before though. That last one didn't look anything like that. Okay. Well, let's go get the spirit box and let's take the spirit box down in the
Well,
basement.
we can do this one here because I got one to download on my phone too.
Okay.
I don't know how well it works, and I say it's credible, but it is credible. Okay, so I'm gonna turn it on, Sallie. Okay.
There you go. Sallie, we have the spirit box. Can you communicate with us now? Dude, I'm getting tingly. Okay, so that has been sitting on there, and I put the Conan doll on top of it, and it has not been going off. Sallie.
Good taste.
Yeah, why?
Okay, everybody, 1 second. Sallie, can you tell me, is that you? Sallie, make that beep again if that's you.
Can it have false positives for radio frequencies, radio waves?
That's what EMF is.
Well,
Yeah.
but we'll have false positives from playing that just in general.
No,
No, it's
because I
just
just
sound.
turned it off. And it's,
So why would it randomly start picking something up?
it wouldn't. Sallie, can you make it beep again?
Make it stop, Sallie.
Dude, I'm getting chills.
Maybe there's something under the floor. Maybe it's picking up a false positive.
I don't know, but I'm getting like chills over here. Brant, ask a
Find
question.
yourself a cold spot, Matt. She's quiet now. Oh, I spoke too soon. Doesn't listen well.
It's been sitting there for 5 or 10 minutes and it hasn't beeped at
It
all.
was sitting there for 5 or 10
Oh,
minutes. but no
And I
beep.
put the Conan doll on top of
But
it.
could it,
Sallie, do you not like Conan?
Good answer.
tell me, Sally, I mean,
Sallie, is Conan the best movie ever made? Beep for 1, 2 beeps for no.
Way to scare her off, Matt.
See, that's indecisive, Jesse.
that
Conan
is kinda- so
Conan
she's at
might not
least-
be the best movie ever made.
she's at least thinking about it. I think so it's definitely a possibility.
So where's
Sally was
Give me-
Michael Keaton the best Batman? Be once for yes.
there's no reason that EMF detector should go beep on off like that. I want to come out here real quick.
Let's stop.
All right, guys. So that's crazy because we've been here all day and we've actually been.
Shot her Matt's ass.
Did you hear that?
Do you mean to hold?
I don't.
I know Brant's playing
Let's do
the
this.
little thing over
Maybe
here.
if I played a song,
Get it
it'd be
where it
nice.
sets safe for people who watch the Kinect.
Sally, Brant's gonna play a song for you, okay? I'm gonna go downstairs with you guys and let's go check on Chris. They're gonna stay up here. Let me know if you guys capture anything. Can I borrow that flashlight? All right. So let's go check on Chris, guys, because he's been downstairs by himself this whole time. So I kind of want to see how he's feeling through everything. You know, because Chris was the one I was a little bit worried about. He doesn't like to seem, he seems like a skeptical type of person, but I don't really think he is that skeptical. Chris, are you doing okay down here?
I'm fine.
Have you felt anything at all?
No.
Have you heard anything weird at all?
I don't know.
You don't know. What does that mean?
Well, it's a little, I mean, because you guys are making a lot of noise up there, so.
Yeah.
But I thought I heard something behind me, and I turned around, there was nothing there, but, and it sounded kind of like something stepping on the floor, but, you know, I couldn't say that I really heard anything. It could have been me shifting and I didn't connect the dots.
Okay, because we actually caught some stuff upstairs that's pretty crazy.
Did you?
So the EMF detector, do you know how it was going off over here by itself, like in that corner, like right around here in that corner?
Yeah.
The EMF detector was going off. So upstairs, the EMF detector was sitting in the middle of the room, and it sat there for 5 or 10 minutes, and it just started beeping on its own. So I thought that was pretty crazy, that in itself. And so what I want to know, maybe you're not far enough in.
Well,
Here, hold this real quick. Switch me spots. I'm gonna go in there.
okay.
We're gonna get jiggy with it.
Yeah.
And Julius, you know, I saw Julius was watching
other
earlier.
thing is,
He would love this, like in
when
this
I
little
was-
space over here.
The other thing is because I did get up for a little bit and just stood here. I didn't sit the whole time because it was a little uncomfortable. But I was staring into the basement here, and it was like I could see like little spider webs, like light shining off of a spider web. You can't actually see the web; you just kind of see these little reflections. But you know, there were no spider webs. I'd wiped my hands; there was nothing there. But that was it, and I couldn't tell if it was just my eyes playing trick on me because I'm just staring into black. So
It's pretty creepy down here, cause like you're in the middle of nothing really at all, and you can hear the creaks of the house when people move around. And so that's creepy in itself, especially if you're going to be living in this house. I could see why there'd be a creep factor. But as far as that goes, there's some definite things we've caught in so far. I've definitely heard a growl. We don't know if they're good entities or bad entities. I don't feel the portal that was called so far that was said to be here. It could be here, it could not be here. But I think what we should do is clear the house of everybody, and I'll spend a couple minutes with you guys in the house by myself and see if we can pick anything up. So, because I don't really feel anything back here besides dirt, spider webs, and whatever else is down here.
yeah, I wasn't picking anything up.
So let's. You okay?
Yeah. No, I just had I had like a weird mark. But maybe I hit myself in the wall though.
Let's see it.
So Jesse has been scratched.
No, I haven't been scratched.
Let's just see it. Let's see.
No, I haven't been scratched. That wasn't, like, I must have got myself somewhere. But then there's like 3 red lines. That's nothing. You know, maybe I scratched my own arm. Maybe I scraped up against something coming down the stairs.
What's going on upstairs? Anything good?
I
Did-
played some music for Sally, and Sally completely quit talking.
Doesn't surprise me.
Must have been my terrible
I don't-
piano playing.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I don't think she likes you.
Well,
I mean, she
there's
told
only
me.
4 notes on that piano. I could have been more elaborate if I'd had a more.
She told me not to
robust
tell you.
setup.
Okay.
She told me not to tell you, but
What?
You
yeah.
talked with her?
I'm not saying that Sally and I talk like regularly, but
Is the-
we want to go back upstairs.
Yeah. Well, how about
So
everybody
is-
goes out,
Is
everybody go
anybody
out?
else watching? Have you
Yeah.
heard from anybody who's watching?
They've said a couple things here and there, but how about everybody give me that.
Are they watching both, or are they just?
So let's get everybody out of the house real quick, and then I'm gonna come down here in the basement and sit by myself, and we'll see if we can get any communication. And I'll get the EMF detector back out, because for some reason that seems to be working pretty good. And then we'll also get some audio going.
So we're going outside.
Right,
Yeah.
so that we don't make noises.
So we don't make noises, and we'll see if I can get any connections inside the house.
And we still got the Facebook stream going.
Yes.
Yeah.
So Facebook's still going. It has all the rooms, so you can see most of the rooms as far as that goes. Hey Tim, come back down here real quick. So
Do we want to sit on the back porch because there's like benches and stuff?
I definitely felt something downstairs
I thought they were benches.
earlier, and I definitely felt something upstairs in Sally's room. So hopefully once everybody leaves, it's up there in Sally's room.
Oh, sorry, you took it.
I don't have it, dude. It's upstairs. Anyhow, hey, head out with him real quick, dude. And then so hopefully with everybody kind of out of the house, we can catch something. Maybe, maybe not.
I'm gonna grab my phone real quick.
Okay. So they're loading up on caffeine and whatnot.
Eventually we need to get some dinner.
Yes.
I mean, if we die, then I guess we don't need to eat.
That's
But
true.
if we're alive,
Nothing wrong with being a hungry corpse.
So let's go and shut that off. We're gonna start upstairs because everybody's leaving out downstairs. So let's go start in Sally's room and see what we can figure out. These big old steps.
Dude,
What's up?
I got goosebumps. Look at my arms. All goosebumpy. Just right here where I walked up to get my phone.
I want to see if I can make that go off. Okay, I'll come back. I'll come back and get you guys in a minute.
It's been quiet the whole time since I was up here.
Okay, well, we'll see. I have a couple followers. All right, so let's see here. All right, so there's a couple flashlights already going on in here. So I can tell you right now, the house is kind of scary. Throughout the day as we were kind of doing everything, it wasn't too bad. The only place that I ever felt weird or wonky was one over here, standing over here by nothing. I felt a little weird. And coming around here, I mean, it is creepy because anytime that you walk, now there's a ledge right here. Anytime that you walk, see that ledge? Anytime you walk up the stairs and half of your body is exposed, I don't like that feeling, you know? That feeling's a little crazy to me, but I'm starting to get a little goosebumps going on. All right, so let's just come up here, seeing like you're like walking up and you're just like, dun 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 dun. Anyhow, let's get serious. All right, Sally, and whoever entity is in here, it's just us. Everybody else is outside. Now's your time to shine. Can you make the EMF detector go off again? It's been quiet. It's just us. Okay, we're gonna face this way. I'm gonna put my back. Towards the hallway, because this is where they said they felt some demonic forces. So let's see here. So my back's toward the hall. Come scratch me. Everybody else is outside. There's no one else in the house, Sally. It's just you and me. Can you make the EMF detector go off again? So right now I'm not feeling too much, which is kind of probably why a lot of people don't do this live, but it's interesting because it's real and it's kind of raw, and you know, you never know what you're gonna get. When I was talking to the gentleman at Glick Mansion, he was telling me what made him a believer was, what made him a believer was that he actually witnessed a couple things, because for the longest time he was not a believer. Sally, the guy across the street that owns Glick Mansion, Mr. Lamar, became a believer because they saw you on camera. All right, I'm going to take this, Sallie. Did you not like that? I can put it back. This is a little Conan doll that Jesse brought in for Sallie. So Sallie could play with the Conan doll. Sallie, I'm going to take this again. Is that okay? All right, so we got the EMF detector. Let's go downstairs. Well, that's just because it was close to the camera. Okay, we're going to move this out far enough away to where it won't inhibit me. Okay, so we are back down in this area. And it's gonna get dark because I don't want to bring any flashlights with me. So we're gonna go in the darkness together. Now, I can't see anything down here. So we're all gonna be in the same boat for a couple minutes. I won't keep you guys in the dark for very long, but let's experience this together. Okay, I'm back. It's dark outside and the EMF detector is on the floor. Oh, shit. To that other entity, now is your time to shine. It is completely dark. I am by myself. Can you make the EMF detector go off? Can you make it beep? It's sitting right there for you. I'm gonna sit down here on the ground real quick. Okay, so. Alright, so you're facing me now. I have got the EMF detector right here. And these things have always kind of fascinated me, whether they truly work or not. But I've been sitting here this whole time. And so right now, if I move it closer, it'll obviously probably go off. But there's nothing different from a Ouija board than this. You can channel your own energy into this EMF detector, just like you would a Ouija board. Because all Ouija board is emotions. It's your belief in a system that would work. I'm sitting on the concrete floor waiting for you. Can you make this beep? This is supposed to be one of the most haunted houses in Kansas. Let's show them why. Are you still upstairs? You can make me leave if you make this beep. If you want me out of here, just make this beep. I'll leave if you scratch. This is the scratch house, right? You didn't like the gentleman that was with you? I'm gonna turn my back towards the portal. My back is facing the stairs. So the EMF detector hasn't gone off at all. We're gonna have to get the spirit box out and get it hooked up because I'm not feeling anything right now. And I can't see anything. Okay, so we're going back upstairs. So we're crossing some piping, obviously. Okay. All right. So, hello, you little evil baby carriage. Sallie! Whoa, I just got super cold. That's the kind of the first, like, I felt a little chills earlier, but I just got super cold right now. So I'm kind of going up the steps. Sallie, everybody else is outside. I put it back, Sallie. Can you make it beep again? Let's go see if we can get anything mapped. So, you can kind of see all the toys that are set up. Sallie, come play with us. So this is mapping the hallway right now, and hopefully we'll get something to walk by. I'm gonna move the camera down a little bit. Okay, so we can see all Sallie's toys. So what you guys are seeing is the Kinect mapping the room. So if I were to leave this here, you'd be able to see me walk over to the door, and you'd be able to see the Kinect connect to me and everything else. And this is going to show you what the live stream has been showing you guys as a room. So that was sitting there for over 5 to 10 minutes by itself, not doing anything. And it went off. So now we're just trying to see if it'll go off again. Come on, Sallie, everybody wants you to say hi. So we're not catching anything on the Kinect. So earlier when we were in here, we had an anomaly over by the door. You can actually see it map a person by the door. And that was pretty cool because you could see like the outline of like a figure. The only other thing that we did debunk was when Brant walked past the door, you saw it kind of shoot past. But other than that, that's something we didn't debunk. So let's do this. Let's go to the other room real quick, where there was some other creepiness. And let's just go sit in a dark corner. You know, because you can put Matt in the corner. You can't put baby in the corner, but you can sure put Matt in the corner. Okay, so this is the doorway, guys. So let's sit down. I'm upstairs now. Can you make the EMF detector go off? I'm just sitting here all by myself. Okay. All right, so that's all going. Let's go get the guys again. So another part to this investigation, another kind of bonus investigation that we will be streaming live too, is we're actually gonna go to Round Mound Cemetery. I've been there before. It's in Atchison, and the coolest thing about Round Mound Cemetery is the creepiest cemetery you've ever seen. And one thing I do love about Round Mound is it's a Civil War cemetery, so it's kind of cool to pay homage to that. But like the tale behind it. So when I was growing up, I always heard tales behind Round Mountain Cemetery and how creepy it was, and like the witch guarded it, and the witch would come after you, she would scratch you and whatnot. A lot of scratching goes on in Kansas, I guess. But I actually got stuck there overnight once when we ran into a snowdrift. All right, let's get the guys.
You survived.
I'm good. So, Jesse, why don't you take this and go inside? Because you have a little daughter, and I'm wondering if she's going to connect with you because you have a little girl. What I want to do is I'm going to get something else set up ready to go for the help us with the investigation. So as we get that set up, why don't you take this upstairs and see if you connect with Sallie. So the EMF has not gone off upstairs at all. I left it in the middle. I also took it downstairs and it hasn't gone off at all.
You have a flashlight too? It is so hot.
What do you
is it
need?
still summer?
What do you need a flashlight for, dude? Just go in there. Don't be scared.
Well, I'm not scared of that, but then nobody can see anything.
There's
though.
enough
So
light.
If anything happens, nobody would see anything anyway, though.
It's okay. Yeah, you're good. Don't be
Like a
scared,
little-
Jesse.
Oh, I got my thing.
I mean, if I hope you die. I mean, it'd be cool because it'd make us famous, right?
If my death makes you famous, I would say that it's definitely worth it. I don't know. I'm not as good as Matt is with this thing. Matt can talk to anybody, doesn't matter who, and he's kind of ridiculous. I'm not really one to believe in ghosts, but I sure hope so. It'd be nice if there was something. I just think that would be interesting if there was like some kind of a supernatural realm or something going on. Earlier I was laying up here on the floor. Hey, what's wrong with my Conan the Barbarian toy over here? I brought a little Conan the Barbarian toy for Sallie because he's my favorite. All right, so the EMF detector is still here. I'd like to shut this door to make it a little bit better here. I can show you what's going on. Yeah, in this room, all these little kid toys on the bed. Let me switch the view here. So you have all the toys on the floor. Whole closet full. From my understanding, I guess ghost hunters used to come here, and every time they would leave something for Sallie behind, a little toy for her. So I don't know about it. Supposedly a 6 to 7 year old girl who'd passed away on the operating table. And I just kid. It's supposedly that she must have felt threatened or that she was tormented by this doctor. And she ended up dying during the operation for the appendicitis. So she would have been, 6 or 7 years old. So I'd actually had, years ago, I'd actually lost a daughter, back in 2009. So and I have a 7-year-old daughter now. So I kind of been through both, where I have one who's almost the exact same age as Sallie was. And then I also lost one that would have been just a little bit older. So if there was a little girl here, it seems like we'd have a lot in common. I would definitely understand it on some level. But the problem is I don't see anything moving. Sallie, are you in here? Everything seems quiet, nothing's moving. Nobody else is in the house. I can understand why you wouldn't come out with some of these people, like Matt or Chris or Brant. Everything seems pretty calm. I don't hear anything in the house right now. Conan the Barbarian's fine. EMF detector isn't going off. We set up little baby doll toys because supposedly she liked baby dolls. So that's why these baby dolls are over here. one of the episodes, I believe it was Ghost Hunters, they got a ball to move that supposedly wasn't moved by a person. And I just don't sense anything right now. Temperature seems fine. I don't feel weird. Earlier when I was coming up here though, there was the first time I came up here, no big deal. During the day, everything was fine. Nothing weird. Came up here, I laid down on the floor. I had the dolls in a circle around me. And I was just laid on the floor, just seeing if I would feel anything, you know, like some people say they can feel an aura or something going on. I couldn't feel anything. But then as it did approach dark, I came up partially up the stairs, and some things felt a little different. So things felt just slightly off, like it wasn't exactly the same. I'm sorry. Yeah, Sean. I think we'll have something. I think we'll have something later. Let me talk to Matt though. So give me just a little bit. Sallie, are you in here? If you're in here, Sallie, please make the EMF detector go off. That's right underneath my Conan the Barbarian toy that I brought for you. He's not a doll. He's a barbarian. But I mean, hey, what would you rather have, a doll or a barbarian? Is anyone in here? Well, maybe I'll go back downstairs for now. I don't hear anything in the house going on. That was just me, don't worry. Just a little rattle that fell on the floor. It's all kinds of baby toys, from rattles to balls to baby dolls. All right. So I don't hear anything upstairs right now. Some of this is completely dark. And the whole house is silent. Put some red light bulbs down here for ambiance. One of the creepiest things in the house. One of the creepiest things in the house has definitely been this doll, which nothing's happened with. Nothing's happened in the house. Nothing's happened with the doll, but it's certainly creepy. But everything seems pretty calm so far. So I'm gonna go back out with the guys. Everything okay out here?
Yeah.
Matt, you want to take back over there, sir? No, there's nothing going on right now. But what is it supposed to be? 3 o'clock in the morning? Supposed to be like the little happy hour?
That's the bewitching hour, yeah. Let's go inside.
Should we hit the lights?
So let's see. Here you go. Take this, Brant. Hold this real quick.
Gotcha.
Why don't you run upstairs or stand over there real quick and film up over this direction.
We'll see as the night
How do I
goes
flip
on.
it around on this one? Oh.
Yeah, right there. We'll see as the night goes on if anything changes.
Well, it's gonna be fun sleeping in the house because a lot of people do that.
Should we end it for now?
No, we're gonna do an EMF. We're gonna do an EVP session real quick and see if we get. And I've been taking stills too.
All right, so
You got it, Chris? Yeah, I don't know. Okay, hold on, everybody quiet, 1 sec. Sallie, can you say something to us? Can you say something?
Do you want the voice box?
In a minute. Can you say something? Okay, hold on. main, because when I was watching a lot of documentaries, that what they would say was they could sit here, the TV would go on and off, and when we were doing the interview with the guy at Complete Mansion, he said the drawers would open, like there would be a lot of stuff opening and closing. So I want to do is a couple EVP sessions real quick.
Yeah, he said that one family moved in for 2 weeks,
2 weeks. They're out in 2 weeks.
and they left in 2 weeks, because so many cabinets opening.
So I want to do an EVP session real quick.
Okay.
Sally, the family that moved in here for 2 weeks, were you the one opening and closing the doors? Was it the second entity that was opening and closing the doors? Yes. Sally, the family that moved in here for 2 weeks, were you the one opening and closing the doors? Was it the second entity that was opening and closing the doors? Let's try it upstairs in Sally's room. See if we can get anything. Do you have a
We want-
spirit box?
Spirit box?
What am I supposed to do with that?
Should we get the actual one, or no?
Do you have an analog one, Matt?
Whatever Tim has set up for.
I just have the voice, the spirit box on my phone. We're using that.
Most of it, I just want to some of it, I just want to kind of chill out in the house. You know, maybe even split up a little bit and just kind of.
Sound's not working.
Sounds like.
Sally, can you say something to us? The spirit box?
Right. You move closer, they can't hear you.
Yeah, come closer to the Brant. Sally, use the spirit box to say something to us. Sally, you can use the words in the database to say something to us. So nothing on that. I want to do EVP up in the room. So let's go see if we can get something up in the room. Take some still photos. And let's see if we can.
I'm not idea, man.
We want to
You're forgiven.
see if we can get it. There you go.
Jesse, where we do that speaker?
Yeah, where's that speaker at? Shh. Guys, come here. Brant, come here. Give me that. Shh. Shh. Holy shit. The EMF detector was going crazy. Okay, guys, the EMF detector just went crazy. Hold on. Sally, the EMF detector was going crazy in here. No one's up here.
You know, I actually heard a beeping when we were down there.
Hand me that. Let's do it.
I heard a beeping, but I was like, what the hell is that? I thought it was something that was like dying or something
Sally, talk to me. Was that you making the EMF detector go off again? Here, now hold it. I'm gonna sit right here. Sally, I'm breaking the circle of salt. Did you hear that? Dude was going off crazy.
Well, no, I heard. I was gonna say something
The
when we were
EVP was
downstairs.
going off, and I heard it when I was walking.
Matt.
Yeah. Okay, here we go.
So does anybody here that like to talk to us? Can you come through and say hi?
Come on, Sally, make it go off again. Sally, talk to Okay, everybody stay really still. I'm gonna do another EVP, and I want to see if we can get something. Okay, guys, ready? No one move. Hey, Sally. The EMF detector went off again, and we were all downstairs. You can talk to us. Sally, did someone hurt you in the house? Are you afraid of men? Sally, did someone hurt you in the house? Are you afraid of men? Are you afraid of men? Someone hurt you in the house? House? Sally, Jesse was up here with you, and the EMF did not go off. To the second entity. Do you want to speak to us? Is this your house? Are you mad at us for being here? Scratch Tim. Go get Tim. Scratch Tim. Go get Tim.
Oh, it looks like there's a wet spot on the ceiling that
Entity.
wasn't there earlier.
Do you want to speak to us?
Do you see it?
Yeah.
Is this your house?
I was looking earlier. I was staring at the ceiling earlier, and that
Are
definitely.
you mad at us for being here?
I'll play some white noise.
Okay, Tim, bring the spirit box in here.
Oh, just out of curiosity.
Hey, Brant. Let me see that. Come on, Sally, talk to us. Tim, turn your notifications off. Hey, Chris and Brent, are you guys upstairs with us?
Yeah.
Okay, just don't cross in front of that door.
Which one?
The Sally door?
Oh, sorry.
Come on, Sally, say something to us.
Looking at the light.
Yeah, but we were all downstairs.
Everything froze, she said.
Well, Sean was saying that that text messages will set off the EMF detector. But that's pretty cool. But it was going crazy, no one was upstairs. Everybody was downstairs. Your messages are still on. Tim. Hey.
Is he able to get rid of all that without?
Yeah, see, it made it go off. You can't send text, dude.
That's proven fact.
Oh, okay. Well, but that's different than what was happening, though, because when I was going upstairs, it was going crazy.
Can you turn that light on?
Yeah. Here's this.
That light is super bright, man.
What's that? Oh, the one that Brant got?
Yeah.
They hold it.
Yeah.
Come back this way.
Yeah, let's leave Tim in here. Let's see if Tim gets something. Let's go back down here, Jesse.
I don't like these stairs as much as you do.
I love the stairs. So, you know what's crazy is, as far as like the house goes, I do get a couple creepy vibes. I definitely got a couple cool spots up in that room, as far as like chilly spots go, but like nothing definitive.
No, the only thing I've seen, I just got a weird feeling when it was turning dark and I was going upstairs. There was something weird, but other than that, I haven't felt anything.
Yeah, so I mean,
The one time.
I wonder, you know, what I want to do too is, we still got Round Mountain Cemetery to do, but what I want to do is,
'Cause we got a lot of time. So
Yeah.
We got all night.
no, I know, but I'm wondering if, you know, as it gets later and as we get more like worn down a little bit throughout the house, if more stuff's gonna start happening, because we're kind of all over the place right now. Jesse will be dead first.
Oh, Chris.
This is the last video that was ever found from Jesse, Matt, Chris, and Brant, and Tim. So let's go back down here. And what I want to do is here, you take this. I'll be right back. Take this with you. I want to do EVP's electronic voice phenomenon down there.
Well, hopefully I don't fall down the stairs. Well, one of these guys are probably playing a little trick on me by moving the 8-ball. Very funny. Supposed to be back over here. All right. It's still extremely creepy. I'm not sure if I would have had my bedroom in here or not. I don't think so. What's that, Brianna? I swear, I could have done that. I could have had my bedroom in there. Matt could have lived with me in there. Matt could have stayed with me in there. That's big enough for the both of us.
Portal?
Yeah, the portal's big enough. We're waiting on Matt.
I guess so.
This is supposedly the area, where ghost hunters were scratched. But I'm never sure if that stuff is staged or not. So I'm hoping something happens to Brant right now. Don't do that. The whole house could fall down. That is not what we're looking for. I mean, like, you guys signed a waiver.
You did? Oh, right.
Yes, the waiver you signed.
That's right, I did.
You did sign a waiver, thankfully.
With my,
What are you doing over there?
I don't know, there's cabinets. Why would, I'm like,
Nothing weird down here. Everything looks fine.
cabinets are full of the paint that I used to paint the
I guess Matt Conchola wants to cuddle with me. If he wants to cuddle with me, he can come right to Atchison. And we'll.
Right. This is a spooky.
Oh, this is candy, obviously from the 1800s.
Hold on. It's time to eat it. I think it's possessed.
Are you actually gonna
Turn
eat
the light
that?
off.
Why would you eat that?
Turn the light off. I could eat it in the dark. Are you ready?
What are you doing? Why would you, do you know how many years that's probably been there? We're waiting for Matt. He's gonna bring the spirit box down here to see if anything's weird. Temperature feels fine. Nothing weird down here. It'd be better if Matt Conchola was here with me to protect me. It's extremely small. I mean, this is even, I guess it is like 7 foot though, so it's not, you don't have to duck around. You know? Look, guys, this is video of Brent right before he dies. It's a great video. You definitely should not trust us in here. I haven't actually been back there yet. Where the hell did he go? He must be right over there.
Okay. Jesse, come sit over here.
All right, I'm coming. See, now I definitely just scratched my own arm. What do you want to do here?
Okay, so I turned off all cellular. There's no cellular data on here, but I want to do EVPs. I want to see if we can get EVPs. Hey, Brant, stay as chill as possible in there, okay?
Okay.
Don't move.
I get some.
Sallie, or the other entity, we are back in the basement.
I get a little spotlight on you.
I see that. Okay, hold on. We can't talk during these because we need to be able to see if we can hear anything. To whomever's here, say something. Do you want us to leave? Did you scratch Jesse earlier? Or was that Jesse doing it to himself?
I am bad about mutilating myself.
To whomever's here, say something. Do you want us to leave? Say something. Say something. Dude, check this out. Do you hear that? Say something. Do you want us to leave?
We'd have to check it out afterwards. To see if there's more. We'd have to analyze the sound better.
Yeah, hold on, 1 second. Listen, just listen though.
I heard.
No, I know, but just listen to everything else though, because after every speech. Do you want us to leave? There's no sound, right? Did you scratch Jesse earlier? Or was that Jesse doing it to himself?
I am bad about mutilating.
Okay, but now listen to this one. Thing.
It's before that one.
Do you want us to leave? Whoever's here. Do you hear that? Say.
Yeah, some kind of a. I don't know. Was anybody moving?
No, huh? Because Brant was standing over there, and it was just us two. But if you hear that, that sounds like somebody's taking out. You guys probably can't hear this on the live stream, but it sounded like somebody was going like on us. And we went through all the other ones,
Brant, gonna hold this.
and you can't hear it.
Just note down.
Was that you breathing in the microphone? Can you say something else to us? We came all the way here to show everybody how haunted this house is. Can you do anything to show us that it's haunted? Was that you breathing in the microphone? Can you say something else to us? We came all the way here to show everybody how haunted this house is.
Is that me breathing or was that you breathing?
I can hear your breathing here. I know what yours sound like. So I can hear you breathing in here. In the microphone?
Okay, that was me.
That one was you. But the
I'll
other
try to
one,
be quieter with my breathing.
something else to us? We came all the way here to show everybody how haunted this house is. Can you do anything to show us that it's haunted? Alright, I'm just trying to be extra quiet. I wonder if I can go.
They said there's been no change in temperature. Doesn't feel weird down here.
No, and this is where technically the guy got scratched in the back of the neck on that episode. And so I don't know if was just something that happened, but I'm not really feeling anything.
I just felt a gust of wind.
Is that Brant?
Yes. Here we go.
Okay. So no, that's when they were in here before. What was happening was like someone was pushed. And this is kind of like why I like to do these things kind of raw on how they go, because you don't know what's going on, what's gonna happen. And I did get it. That one growl is definite on the camera, which is pretty crazy. But I was down here by myself, so when I came down here earlier and I sat with everybody, I didn't feel anything down there at that point in time. But it's a creepy house. There's been some creepy stuff happening. The EMF detector's kind of gone on and off before. Tim's up there now with the white noise and spirit box, seeing if he can hear anything. But I think he would have came running down. The crazy thing was how fast that EMF detector was going off. It wasn't like something had come across like a phone or any other device that would have affected it and that would have made it gone off. But it was going off for a while because I unconsciously heard it, once you got to the stairs, and then I started running after Brant when I heard it. I was like, give me the camera. I need to go upstairs and take a look at this, because it's going. What do you think, Jesse? As so far right now.
I don't know. I'd have to see more. I'm hoping as it gets later that we get more. That maybe something will happen, especially upstairs. Upstairs has been the creepiest part.
Yep.
Down here, I don't feel anything down here. Not yet. And I know that's what this is supposed to be, like the most scary place.
Yeah, maybe we're just immune to basements.
We are pretty immune to basements.
So this is very much like the one from the home I grew up in.
We should have brought Monica
Welcome
with
to
us.
the crawl space.
As I see it, yes. Sally, will you come scratch Jesse later tonight? Why, he's all by himself in the house.
No, I plan on going back up there and
My
to the,
sources say no. Oh, she loves you.
I plan on going back up there and
Ask
just
if
kind
another
of.
entity will scratch him somewhere inappropriate.
I don't know if that's a good question to ask to a 7-year-old Brant.
I said the other entity.
Most
the
likely.
demon.
It said most likely.
Oh,
All right, that's it, Jesse. We know something happens.
Let's
if
go
you end up
reconnect
a
with
cut
Tim
lip.
and see if he's
all right. Let's go see what's going on with Tim.
Hey, what's here under the stairs? I didn't see this before.
What's that? Yeah, it's kind of weird. Like I looked in there earlier. Tell me just what's in there in general. You want to?
Oh.
I don't know.
That's where Harry Potter lived for like the longest time.
Yeah, there's some kind of a weird. I know. There's like I saw it earlier.
Well, normally
There's some kind of a hole back here, and there's.
But it's full of like blankets and T-shirts.
I don't know.
And an old aerosol.
Here you go upstairs there, Matt.
Yeah, let's do it. Wait, don't kill yourself out here.
Yes, Brant. Don't hurt yourself.
So the cool thing is, after we get done with the live video, we're going to be filming throughout the night, and we're actually going to put together a pretty cool documentary. We got some footage from the old Mount Vernon Cemetery earlier, some awesome footage from there. And then we're going to do Round Mountain Cemetery live. If you stick around with us, that's going to be a lot of fun, because that's going to be out in the nature and the woods and stuff, and it's such a cool cemetery. What I want to do...
I'm waiting for this baby's eyes to close.
I know,
They're still open. That's gonna be like if you want to get me.
if you want to get Jesse...
If this baby closes its eyes, I swear to God I'll be a believer.
Oh, that's what's going on. There we go.
All right, here you go upstairs.
Yeah, let's do it.
The other thing is going back and watching the footage. You're probably gonna scare Tim and them.
Brant is so loud. Brant has no concept of outside.
So we're gonna need a bit of light.
Matt, this is a giant delay going on Facebook. It won't be recording. Like, they're talking like 20 minutes delay. Or more.
Well, there's a lot of data going over the line.
Yep.
Jesus Christ.
Not good.
Okay, we need to fix it, because that's not
Here's-
close. There's a large leg, because Joe says you can't even see me sitting there.
Well, on Facebook, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're on YouTube. That's where YouTube is where everybody's watching right now. So
Yeah, but we want.
Well, they probably just need to restart it then.
yeah, just restart they'll catch back up. So has this EMF detector gone back off at all?
Yes, it went off when you guys were downstairs.
Really?
Yep.
And it hasn't gone off
You wanna
since?
go ahead and use
No.
the flashlight again?
So when it was going off downstairs,
I
we
was
were,
sitting right there on the floor.
so we were doing an EVP downstairs when we were asking questions, and we heard one breath, or not like a breath slash. I wouldn't say it's a growl. It was like that's what it sounded.
You'd have to turn it up to see.
Well, I told Chris I heard a noise too. I heard like.
And it wasn't anything like, because I heard Jesse's breath and it wasn't the same. So I could hear Jesse's breathing and as a kind of like a norm to debunk it, and it wasn't anything like that.
I heard that up here as well. I didn't even know Chris was sitting over there in the other room.
Okay, so let's do another one. So can you make it all go off again? How come you don't want to?
Bluetooth pairing.
Well, that's not.
That was off. That was weird.
Sallie, do you like Bluetooth?
I think most ghosts love Bluetooth, don't they?
I can't do an EVP if you keep talking.
I didn't know you were doing AVP.
Yeah, I can't hear everything. It's okay. All right. No sound, no moves. Be totally quiet. You get anything mapped?
No, I can't even map Jesse yet, so
Okay, that's okay.
nothing's mapped.
Okay, I'm making it. Sallie, are you here? Sallie, I keep asking you to talk to us. Sallie, do you like pepperoni and pineapple pizza? It's really good. Sallie, I keep asking you to talk to us. Sallie, do you like pepperoni and pineapple pizza?
Now we're getting a user comment about asking her
It's really good.
about her death.
Sallie, can you tell us how you died? Do you remember dying? Do you remember who killed you?
Power off.
I didn't touch nothing.
That was
I didn't touch
that was
anything.
pretty weird.
I swear to God, I didn't touch nothing.
Sallie, can you tell us how you died? Do you remember dying? Do you remember who killed you?
Power off.
You want to try that again?
Yeah.
I didn't touch nothing over here.
Just don't connect your phone anymore.
Man, Bluetooth is off on my phone, dude.
Sallie, when the doctor was operating on you, did you feel the pain? Does the other entity not want Sallie to speak? Sallie, we can help you if you need to get out. Sallie, we're always here for you. We're gonna be here for a little bit. Can you tell us how you died? Do you remember your mother? Do you remember your mother? Can you tell us how you died?
Did we lose the big iPad?
Yeah, we're not sure what's going on with it. It was like the kitchen was earlier. It's not.
It's just
Did we
frozen.
Restart it?
We're gonna have to reset it.
Maybe. I didn't restart it.
Sally,
No, I did
when the doctor
re-record
was
and
operating
stopped
on
and
you, did you
started
feel the pain?
recording again. Didn't realize
Go
anything.
talk downstairs.
Okay, I might try to fix it real fast.
Sally, when the doctor was operating on you, did you feel the pain? Does the other entity not want Sally to speak? Sally, we can help you if you need to get out.
Don't make promises you can't keep.
Sally, we're always here for you.
Oh, you see.
We're gonna be here for a little bit. Can you tell us how you died? No. Does anybody else have anything else you want us to ask, Sally? Maybe Conan is so awesome he's scaring away all the ghosts, Jesse. Maybe you shouldn't have brought Conan.
It's probably a bad choice.
Probably was. Let's take this to the other room.
Your phone's trying to get low, by the way.
That's okay. Are you hiding from us? We know there's ghosts here. There have been multiple sightings. Why are you hiding from us?
They're in that room. They're in that room, yeah.
You know what's creepy, dude? Like under here.
I know that whole. I saw that before. We were looking at it, and I was like, "What the hell is that?"
I don't know. It's creepy.
And I was opening up all the doors and stuff.
So it seems pretty dead right now. I mean,
Everything seems pretty calm.
we've had some good action here and there. But
Sean speaks his comedy.
what do you say?
He said, "Ask Sally what is best in life."
Oh, got it.
Conan, what is best in life? Crush enemy, see them driven before you, and hear the lamentation of their women. Thank you, Sean.
Sally, what is best in life? Sally, Sean Spinks really wants you to say hi to him. Can you say Sean's name? Can you say hi, Sally? Sally, Sean Spinks really wants you to say hi to him. Can you say Sean's name?
I heard a blip, but I don't know what that is.
No, that's not what I heard.
I heard something. Well, I mean, I heard something. I could see a change in that.
Is that coming from outside? Dude. Okay, listen to this. Here, I'm gonna hold this. Okay.
Okay.
Listen, you're gonna hear doo doo. Listen. Did you hear it?
I hear something. We'd have to analyze it better.
I hear it. Okay, so I don't know if you can hear it on here. So right after Sean, we asked Sean a question. I hear a doo doo, kind of like a. I thought it was coming out like a something for coming out from outside. Dude, that's creepy. That is really creepy. It's. I'm telling you, dude. Like,
I'll have to analyze it afterwards.
it's saying, and it's just like, it's like. Chris, come here. Do you hear it? It's really faint. Watch.
You guys are.
They want you to say hi to him. Can you say Sean's name?
but
It's very faint.
do hear something.
It's like doo doo. That's probably the best thing we've gotten all night, as far as like AVP
The
goes.
slashing things.
Well, the EMF. I'm talking about EVP.
Yeah. Oh.
So Sean's debut is I'm naming this EVP, and we'll analyze it a little bit later once we get headphones on. But that was actually
Sean
pretty
should
good.
be here.
Sean should be here.
Come
You know,
on, Sean.
Bald people always attract ghosts, and that's all I'm gonna say. Let's go back down in the basement because Tim was saying this was going off when we were in the basement while we were upstairs. So I want to take this with us and see if we can get to go off again.
And Elena's wanting a rundown about Sally's death again.
Okay, we could do that. So. Okay, so back in the olden days, about 100 plus years ago.
Originally, this house was built between 1867 and 1871.
Yeah. So and
I believe it was in the early
it
1900s,
was owned
right?
by a
When-
doctor, and there was a prominent doctor in town, and the doctor actually lived next to his parents, which lived next door, and the mom had raced over here to bring the doctor back, to bring her daughter here to see the doctor after hours during the night because her child was having a lot of stomach pain, and so what ended up happening is that let's walk this way, Jesse. So this was his staging area. The family lived upstairs in those bedrooms, and the doctor actually ran some of the practice out of his house. And so they brought Sallie in the door through here into the kitchen. So you can, I'll turn the lights on so you can see the table.
Let me
Better.
flip around real quick.
Okay, so they brought Sallie here, we actually have these slides, to this table right here. And what I want to do, I'm going to set the EMF detector on the table.
Should we use Chris and put him on the table and you can kind of reenact this?
I don't think Chris can glitch on the table, but let's finish up. So what happened is, the little girl was said to have appendicitis, and the doctor was afraid of her appendix bursting, so he wanted to operate right away. Now, while doing that, she did pass away during the operation. It is said that A, she could have felt the death, or B, she may not have felt the death. It's unknown whether she did or didn't, and it's unknown whether she is a bad entity or not a bad entity. I don't like to think that children are here, you know what I mean? That children are trapped on Earth if they are ghosts. More people like to think that if there is children in the house, that it's more demonic. And so that's always something that's going on. So what I'm doing is I'm bringing the EMF detector down here to see if we can get any kind of noise. But now let's do EVP too to see if we can get EVP and the EMF detector to go off. Brant, no talking.
Yep, quiet on deck.
Brant, shh. Okay, here we go. Sallie, we're down here where you died. Can you say something to us? It must have been horrible how you passed away. Sallie, are you here with us? Can you make the EMF detector go off? You've done it before. Did you feel any pain during the operation, Sallie? Is that really how you died? Is there someone here besides Sallie that wants to make themselves known? Sallie, we're down here where you died. Can you say something to us? It must have been horrible how you passed away. Sallie, are you here with us? Can you make the EMF detector go off? You've done it before. Did you feel any pain during the operation, Sallie? Is that really how you died? Is there someone here besides Sallie that wants to make themselves known? Known. Self-known.
I think you hear a blip or something.
I can't tell. I can't tell. Let's go back down to the basement. That always scared me, right? Walking back by there.
They do that every time.
Why is it face?
I don't know.
I had that face
Better
down.
not tell you now. I don't know if that was the last one or not.
I did not have that face up though.
Well, somebody moved it earlier
Somebody
on me
had to
too.
moved it, yeah.
When I came down here earlier, it was moved, and it's
No.
it's on camera. After it was moved,
I know, but
because originally it was like originally it was here,
no, but
and then it was moved over
but
here.
Since then,
I know.
look that up. Since then though, I was down here and I didn't touch it because I was shaking it. Remember, and I put it face down when we all left, and we haven't been back down here since. That is creepy. And what's it say? It says, "Better not tell you now." That's creepy. That is creepy because I'm telling you right now, that shit was not facing that direction. Because the last thing I said to you was, well, we have to go back and look at the video, but I'm almost positive I left that. Sallie, was that you that turned it over?
See, and I was standing just about where you are when that was going crazy with me earlier,
Yep.
and I wasn't receiving anything on my phone. Nothing was going on. Like it was probably about waist high.
Is that you wanting to play games? Are you wanting to play games with us now?
Where'd the ball go?
I kicked it over there.
Okay.
No, I picked it up and I stuck it kind of like up in the roof.
Brad, did you turn this over when you're down here?
Turn what over?
The 8-ball?
No.
Tony, dude, that's fucking weird.
We'll check the tape afterwards.
Come on, we're right here. We're all here in the room together. All of us. Chris has not slept in 3 nights because he was so scared to come here.
Let's go dark real quick.
Go dark? Alright, let's go dark, Jesse. Cut that light real quick. We're going dark?
You guys have this under full
Going
surveillance.
dark. All right.
Okay. So we're completely dark. There's no light. There's no cameras anymore. We're not recording. Well, I didn't know he was recording, but he's recording. Sallie, and the other entity in the house. Make this go off again. I have it right here in my hand. This has gone off all night. Now it's not going off? Are you getting weaker? Drain Tim's battery. Sallie, and the other entity in the house. Make this go off again. I have it right here in my hands. This has gone off all night. Now it's not going off. Are you getting weaker? Drain Tim's battery.
We got a
Did you hear that?
Everybody be quiet.
Dude.
Just listen to the house.
No, dude, just listen to
Are
this.
you getting weaker?
what?
Dude,
What are you looking at me like that for?
Dude, look here, listen.
I can't hear
You can hear it. Listen, just listen. Everybody be quiet.
Are you getting weaker? Drain Tim's battery.
Do you hear that? Nah. Right here, listen.
Weaker?
I hear it's like
Are
a,
you getting weaker?
Right there.
yeah.
Are you getting weaker? Drain Tim's battery.
Someone was asking if we can get her to slam a door or if she'll interact with anything.
Well, that 8-ball is pretty crazy. I'm telling you right now, that
We'll be able to verify when we go back and check the tape.
But
Because I'm not sure when we went upstairs, I just don't remember how we left it.
We need to be quiet so we actually just hear shit. We're talking to someone.
Sallie, slam a door. Open a drawer. Sallie, can you walk around the steps upstairs? Just so everybody knows, I know it's pretty dark in here right now, but Brant and Chris are on the stairs. They're just sitting on the stairs. Tim is sitting next to me. I'm sitting in this chair and Jesse's holding the camera. So you can see them over there. So we're gonna go a little bit quiet for a minute and see if we can hear anything upstairs. And we got the EMF. We've got the EMF detector too.
Yeah, I basically had that on the screen.
Okay, yeah, so keep that on the screen because I want that to go off. And I want Sallie to slam a damn door. And I want the
There was another question that came in to ask Sallie if the doctor who performed the operation is still here.
Okay, we'll do EVP real quick. Sallie, the doctor that formed the operation, is he still here? Sallie, the doctor that formed the operation, is he still here? Hold on, I'm gonna have to save that real quick. Here you go. Okay. Sallie, the doctor that formed the operation on you, is he still here? Are you here, doctor? Are you the other entity? Do you feel guilty for what you did to Sallie? Did you hear that? Is there anything upstairs? Dude, you just got like crazy chills. Are you next to me right now? Make our EMF detector go off. Did you give me chills? Okay, let's go back and see that. Ellie, the doctor that formed the operation on you, is he still here? operation on you. Is he still here?
Oh, what?
Operation on you. Is he still here?
Did you hear that little blip right there?
Operation on you. Is he still here?
There he is, Christy God.
Are you here, doctor? Are you the other entity? Do you feel guilty for what you did to Sallie?
Did you hear that? Yeah, that's what I heard.
Yeah, I don't see anything on there.
Look right there. Did you hear that?
We haven't had much luck with the EMF detector for a while.
I know.
Oh, there your night vision again. Is that the one you
Is
said
there
sitting down
anything
here?
upstairs?
It is.
No, we didn't.
I said you had a tape down here.
Oh, no.
Just heard like crazy chills. Are you next to me right now?
The tape, the one that
you
you
saved,
is that what you're asking about?
No, I asked if his night vision was the one he had down here the whole time.
Guys. Are you next to me right now? Make our EMF detector go off.
Down to 10%.
Detector go off.
Just see this. Right here.
Go off. Our EMF detector go off.
We need to analyze. Yeah, when we analyze all the sound afterwards.
Yeah, so
That should be pretty interesting.
so cool. Like right here at the very end, you can hear it go. It's I can't tell if it's saying something. We don't have to like blow it up and analyze it like they do, but like just listen to it like raw. Detector go off. Do you hear that? Like right at the end.
There's
Make our EMF detector go off. It's
Unless
almost
somebody-
like it's saying no.
because I don't think anybody else was talking at the time.
No, no one's talking. But listen, it's almost like they're saying no.
There's-
Film me real quick. So you can hear on this, but like it's almost like somebody's saying no on it. It's just like no. Make our EMF detector go off. Can you see it on the screen?
You can. Yeah. I can.
Okay, so here it is. We're gonna do it again. I hope you guys can hear this because it's crazy. Make our EMF detector go off. It's almost like
There's like a. No,
It's
it,
okay.
it sounds like it. Without analyzing it, it sounds like a no.
yeah. Why won't you make our EMF detector go off?
The louder the better.
I want to be able to hear them upstairs.
Well,
too.
plus on this.
Yeah. Come on, Sallie. Come on, you other entity. Why are you so dormant? We're right here. You did it to Jesse the other day. Or not, well, almost the other day. But you did it to Jesse earlier. You made this go off right here earlier. Here, Jesse, I want you to hold it. Maybe she'll mess with you. Maybe
I have stuff in my body.
maybe they'll scratch Jesse. Come on, scratch Jesse.
Well, that'd be great. She can scratch me, but she has to kill Chris.
With this brick.
Yeah, I was standing somewhere right in here. I mean, it wasn't, and then it hasn't gone back off like that again.
But that was a definite no. That was a no. That EVP was definitely a no. Let's go back upstairs now. Tim, you want to stay out here by yourself? See if you can find anything?
Okay, it's pretty quiet.
I know.
Is somebody knocking on the door, by the way?
Yeah, Tim knocked on the rafters.
But,
Oh, that was just
but
Tim.
did you hear that? No.
Yeah, I heard the bell.
Okay. Is your night vision working? Okay, so let us know if you get anything on night
Well,
vision.
The problem is being down here, that everybody can hear everybody walking upstairs.
No, I know. I get that. I know, it gets me every time, dude. It's just those pulls.
Good, but at least it shows that, okay, it is working.
It is working.
It's just,
And
not-
I
hasn't
wanna-
picked up anything in
okay.
a while.
So the EMF detector definitely works, and we definitely have found some stuff here. That EVP was great because it said no, and
I think that's a pretty interesting, when you replay that clip, because I didn't hear anybody, especially when we go back and look at the video, I didn't hear anybody talking.
no one was talking. It was dead silent. All right. Oh, dude, I just got chills. I can feel it. Sallie, we're here. We know you're here. Okay, that is just...
It's so creepy.
Okay, so we're walking up here, guys. I'm gonna turn this back around. Just look at the shadows.
Those balls are usually not that close together. That doesn't mean...
Okay, so that's back there now. Come on, Sallie. I want to see. Let's take it back and let's map it again. Okay, so I see you, Jesse. Stand there so we can see you right here. Where's Chris at? I know he has his camera. I know Chris is recording on his camera right now because he's got the mic on it. He's got that boom mic on it. So I can see that you're mapped. Hey, ask Chris to come up here. He hasn't said anything really in a long time.
Hey, Chris!
Chris, Sallie wants you to come out and play.
We need you.
So what I want to do, let's leave Chris up here by himself, and let's go downstairs and do EVP downstairs just by ourselves and see if we can get Chris to... Chris! Here's what I want you to do. I'll take your camera. Are you recording still?
Not at the moment, no.
Okay, here, I'll take your camera because it has a mic on it.
Yeah, you want me to turn it on?
Yeah, I got it. I know how to do it.
Okay.
Hey, go upstairs. We put the EMF detector in the middle again.
Okay.
When Jesse and I were doing EVP earlier, it went off when we weren't upstairs. So why don't you head upstairs and see if you can get anything?
Okay, here's that. You probably need that for...
For what?
Oh, well, because I can't do night vision.
That's okay.
There's a little bit of light up there.
So what am I doing exactly?
Seeing if the EVP will go off. You can
Oh.
talk. You can certainly talk to him. So, see if the...
Hey, YouTube.
Yeah, he's live. Yeah.
I'm not as good at this talking thing as everyone else, so bear with me. I'm going to try and connect with Sallie or whoever else may be here. So Sallie, if you would, or whatever entity that may be around, would you like to talk to me alone? Matt's not here, so you don't have to put up with him anymore for the time being. Is there anyone in this house you would like to talk to tonight? Is there anything you would like to share with anybody? Okay. Are you Sallie? Did you know Sallie? Are you related to Sallie in any way? Do you stay here regularly? Is this an area you frequent, or are you just passing through? Let's see. That's a good question. You want to share something. How do I get what you want to share out of you? Does it have to do with your death? Does it have to do with something that you were unable to complete while you were alive? Is there family or friends or relatives or a specific person that you are trying to get in contact with?
Yep, Chris is up here. We're getting like a very weird incongruity with the media stream.
Oh, Brant's up here. Would you like to talk to him?
Who is it?
Sallie or the ghost? This is the live stream, YouTube.
Well, the interesting thing here is I'm getting a media stream from this device,
Uh-huh.
and it's changing dynamically. But what we're getting downstairs is not what the iPad is seeing. We're getting a dark screen with a subtly moving green light. So I'm trying to reset it to see if I can figure out what, if it was a buffering issue or what.
Yeah.
Because I don't so you see the detector there? How long
Yeah.
has it been there?
A while.
Do we have more than one here?
No.
I mean,
You want me to take it?
no, it's not that. It's I've been seeing that light glowing in the room,
Yeah.
but without this light. It's this is the scene I'm seeing,
Ah.
but it's not a lack of a stream issue because it's actually getting it.
Right.
It's very perplexing.
That is perplexing.
And it's changing too, like it's not just
Yeah.
a frozen image like it was last time.
So, whoever you are you still present after that interlude? Are you still here? Yes or no? Okay. Well, I guess if you're not here, I can't ask you another question, but I'm going to move this and see if we can't get something to go off somewhere. We'll move to one of these other rooms. See if we can get something going on. This is not Sally's bedroom. I don't know whose bedroom it is, but it's just down the hall past the bathroom. That green light means nothing's happening. It'll flash red and beep if something does happen. Is there anyone in this room that would like to communicate? Is there an entity, Sallie, that can hear my voice? If you're there, you can say yes, cause those lights to blink. Cause it to blink red like it did earlier in the room. That would be an affirmative response. So if you're here now, so just show me if you understand how this works. If you want to say yes to me, cause the lights to blink and the sound to the beeps to happen. Okay, well, let's try moving. All right, we're going to go down the hall back into the other bedroom. And this is past, if you turn right at the stairs and come down this little hallway. I don't know whose bedroom this one is either, but okay. Is there anyone here that can hear me and would well, if you can hear me, cause something to happen with the lights, please. Let's just establish if you can hear me. All Are you somewhere else? Would you like us to stop trying to talk to you? Could you stop blinking it? So I don't know, it's going pretty consistently. So that makes me think that there's something there. It did respond to the question, but then it didn't stop, and now it's kind of really consistently going off right here. So I'm not sure what that means. It could just be that it didn't pick it up right away, some sort of field. So I don't know, that may not have been anything. But if it was, it means it wants us to. Yeah, well, that's the other interpretation, is it wants us to stop trying to talk to it. All right, well, look, Jesse's over here. He's trying to sneak out of the way, but I don't know what this means. I didn't ask anything, but I'm just moving, so I don't think this means anything. I don't know, maybe it does, because it normally doesn't go off there. Do you have a question, Jesse?
That's weird.
Well, over in there, Jesse, I put it on the bed in there, and it didn't do anything. It didn't do anything. And then I said, so I was asking questions, nothing happened. Then I said, do you want us to stop trying to talk to you? And then it started beeping constantly. It didn't stop. So,
It's like Jeeves, it's like the neighbors just sick of this house being
Maybe she's
haunted.
trying to sleep for the night.
are you sleepy? Are you trying to rest? Will you be more talkative later on in the night? Monica told me to get out of here.
Do you need more light?
No, that's the light from over there by the computer is pretty good. Did you get any good responses when you were here?
Responses?
When you're by yourself? Yeah, like anything happened?
No, I just barely got up here.
No, earlier.
No, I just laid down. Nothing weird went on. I mean, what did I do earlier? Oh, I put a little hole here.
Yeah, you just tried to communicate like that?
Just chilling out.
Yeah, I don't know all the techniques, so I do appreciate the comments that are giving me things to ask and advice.
Just seeing if I would feel anything, but I don't. Not yet.
Well, apparently you don't have a heart because it's not going off.
Nope. I don't have a brain either.
Is that for Jesse? You're telling Jesse to pick up? Or I didn't understand the comment. It said pick it back up now, but I don't know what that means.
I don't think anybody wants to talk to us.
Is that right? Does no one want to talk to us? I know that's kind of like a trick question, but if you don't want to talk to us right now and you want us to just shut up, no, then blink. All right. Well, Brianna says, blink the light. No,
How about
Jesse, they're asking you to talk about your daughter and see if, and the things that she likes to do, and see if Sallie likes.
Okay, we're live again.
Are people logging in yet?
They're back.
Okay. Hey everybody. Sorry, Matt's phone died. We're back in the room that told me to get out, so. And it's back in the spot where it was beeping. It's not beeping anymore.
So Chris, you know what's crazy? So we've been doing EVPs downstairs this whole time, and every time that we've done EVPs downstairs, something has gone on upstairs.
Oh.
It's because Tim and I were downstairs doing EVPs down in the portal room, like where the hole was.
In the crawl space. Yeah.
I was just telling Jesse and I were just talking about that downstairs.
All right, so do you
All right, guys,
still want us
quiet
to
on
stop
set.
talking to you? Yes or no? Yes, cause it to blink and beep. No, don't do anything. Do you want us to stop talking to you? Okay, we seem to have moved on past that.
Lay back down in the bed, dude.
I wasn't laying on it, but
Lay on the bed. Get comfortable, Chris. Let it caress your spirit.
all right, spirit, come to me.
Just so we can see. That's where Chris is at.
Okay.
That was crazy weird.
Oh, my phone dead?
Yeah.
Oh,
We're good now, I think.
are you sure you just want to go with yours?
Yeah, it's fine. That one just didn't have any power on it.
Okay. Oh, you have one with power.
Yeah.
All right. So, are you live again?
Yep.
Hi, everybody again. Sorry. So, what's up? What's the question to ask?
Are you affecting the phones?
Yes. Beep. Yes, if you are.
Do you want Chris?
Are you present?
We needed a Ouija board.
Yeah, that would have been. We have one somewhere in our move, but we didn't get to it.
Sallie, do you like Ouija boards?
Would you respond to a Ouija board more than what is this called again?
EMF detector?
EMF. I keep confusing with the EVP.
Electric voice phenomenon.
Yeah.
Phenomenon. Are you guys getting anything good over there? See, here's the crazy. Every time that we've gone downstairs, let's try this, Chris. Go downstairs and ask some questions. I want to see if it
Does
beeps.
something. All right.
Have everybody go downstairs and ask questions because that's the weirdest thing. I want to see if it works, and then we'll switch.
I'll do it in the kitchen where they can get me on the Facebook stream.
Do you want Chris to come back now? You see him attached to Chris. Can you beep again? I want to hear you beep. So you were moving for Chris. Do you want him to come back? So right now Chris is downstairs doing EVP because usually when we leave the upstairs, hey Jesse, why don't you guys go downstairs? Because every time that we go downstairs and one person stays, this works. And put the EVP, put that back in Sally's room and see if you can get that to work in Sally's room.
It's weird because there's one off the horse the whole time. Sorry, did you make the EMF go off? Can you show yourself on camera? Let it map you so we can see you.
So right now everybody's kind of different spots of the house. Jesse and Brant and Chris are downstairs. Brant, are you upstairs?
I'm right here on the bed.
Oh, Brant's laying on the bed, taking a nap.
Not napping.
And so we're trying to figure out if we can get it to interact with people in different parts of the house. You can see the Kinect going on off back there in the corner.
It's just when it's flashing, you know it's working.
This is where Chris was laying, which is creepy by itself. Sally, can you make the EMF go off? Hey, have Chris come back up here. So sitting here on the bed, see if we can get it to come interact with us. Sally, can you make the EMF go off again? By the way, that is the creepiest chair. Chris. Chris is coming back.
I hear I've been summoned.
Yeah, let's see if we can get this to go off with you again.
Where are you guys at?
I'm in here, so.
Very creepy looking right now. What do you want me to do?
Okay, hold this. I'm gonna get the EMF detector.
Okay.
It's in 1 second.
Did it come off? No, it's still on.
No, I'm looking for the cord. Here.
Do you have a light?
That way it keeps the pressure off the end.
Yeah.
So here's the EMF again. We're were you standing at?
I took the iPad from the kitchen
Mm-hmm.
and I went in the basement and I was asking questions in there.
See, nothing happened.
Okay.
Where were you standing at when you were in here? It was starting to go crazy.
I was standing right here, kind of like this. Well, no, I was a little bit farther. I was farther back because I didn't want the camera to set it off or something. And then when it went off, I went in closer and I was like, yeah, okay, well, it's still going off. It wasn't just like an answer, it's just going. So then it made me, and then when I got farther away from there, it would stop and it would go back on. So I don't know what the issue
I'm gonna
is.
turn it off real quick
Okay,
and just turn it back on.
yeah.
So we just did what's in the IT world known as a, I lost my train of thought. Anyhow,
A reboot?
reboot, yeah. Power charge, or
Cycle?
power cycle, yeah. All right, Sally. Come get it.
Will you please communicate to us through the EMF? Just make it go off. No, nothing going on in here. How's Sally's room doing?
You know what? It's been pretty quiet so far.
Yeah.
I think we should
As far as we know, I mean, we still have the Kinect to review.
we saw the Kinect review. We have those EVPs that we definitely capture something on.
Yeah.
Let's take an intermission real quick.
Yeah, I know people downstairs are grumbling about food, so.
Yeah, we'll get an intermission and then we're gonna go head to Round Mound Cemetery and we're gonna stream live from Round Mound.
All right.
So,
Stay tuned.
Stay tuned, guys.
See ya. We need to figure out a way to keep this from my computer down.